What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. So, pretty cool update yesterday, huh? 99 Fernando Tatis Jr. and we also got a free 99 Nick Castellanos after you get the 5 POTM programs done. I know you guys must have missed this beautiful mug yesterday, this luxurious head of hair, and no, if you guys were curious, not cutting this bad boy. I'm gonna have a no money spent Chewbacca costume ready to go for Halloween, so no more questions about that. Today, let's start asking questions about what this video is actually about. Jesus Christ, Gomes. We're talking about how to get 99 Fernando Tatis Jr., how to get the program done fast, a little bit cheaper cost measurement ideas, and all that good stuff. So, before we hop right balls deep into this one, make sure to leave a like down below. That'd be pretty damn cool. And subscribing would even put you on the even cooler list. Carlito would definitely... Let me know in the comments if you actually know who the fuck Carlito is. Let's get into this one. So, here we have the August Player of the Month program, and it is pretty straightforward for the main stuff. You know, there is moments that most people would know that you press X, you press X again, and you press X a third time. 4 times. You're gonna have to press X to get into a moment. These are all not too bad. A lot of them are multi-game moments. Again, I highly suggest that you guys do the dashboard method. You guys know what that is at this point. If you're losing, if you're not gonna get it done, if you're losing progress, just dashboard, quit out of the game before the game ends, and then you're going to be good to return your progress. Really power swing on everything. You're doing low difficulties. None of them really put my panties in a bunch, I wouldn't say. They're actually quite easy, rather. Even this Luke Voigt one, it sounds hard, 20 total bases, but it's on veteran, and you just power swing with maxed out power. It's not too hard, you know what I mean? So there's moments right there that's going to get you 20 out of 100 points that you need. That's going to get you fifth of the way there, 20% rather. Then there's also a mission that, of course, you guys are going to want to do, which is the exchange the teams of all the players, which is going to get you an additional 10 points right there, which that's going to set you up at a nice 30. Where do you go from there? What do you do? Well, it's pretty simple, Timmy. This is what you're going to do. So all of these revolve around playing innings with Mariners, with Braves, with, you know, every player that actually has a Player of the Month card. So once you get to 30 points, I believe you should have about 2 of those cards at that point, and this is what you want to do. You just look at the teams. Obviously, I have all these cards right now. Are you jealous, Timmy? Have you not completed this yet? I know you're just fiending for these cards. But you just go after each position. Obviously, you wouldn't have Luke Voigt at this point. You do need innings with Yankees, so just find your best Yankee player. Let's say it's going to be David Old, so we're going to put him in right field. The gist of what we're doing here is we're going to be playing a 9-inning game versus the computer. You need 9 innings for each, so it's perfectly set up. All you have to do is find a player for each of that position. Doesn't have to be great, but it does help for stats, which we'll talk about in a second. Field out your whole team. So now we're going to go over to the Cincinnati Reds, because this Jesse Winker we cannot obtain of yet. We have not gotten this amount of points. It doesn't really matter even if you do play him out of position, but we're just going to say Castellanos as a play versus CPU beast. He's not a play versus real life beast though. He's ass and big 2-pack of ass ever since the first couple weeks, but it's the Reds. They've been a big disappointment this year. I already had Tom Frazier there. I didn't even need to do that, but you guys know what I mean. Then make sure Max Fried is going to be your starter, and that is going to nail out total 24 points, because there's a mission with Max Fried strikeouts. I think it's 7. If you can't strike out the computer on rookie 7 times, you probably have no business playing this game anyway. I'm sorry, but that's all you have to do. Just go to and technically the Orioles aren't the worst team in baseball anymore, but for all intents and purposes, they're right there. It eases the amount of stress that you have to put on your thumb. Moving to, I don't know who's the actual worst team, the Red Sox. That'd be saving out on one move, but it is efficient. It is more efficient that way. Make sure you are the away team, because you can either bunt through the game, which if you want to bunt through it, just use the home team. You're still going to get the innings accredited to you, or you could do stats. You could try and get the stats right away, and then in that case do the away team. I don't think it really matters. I did get the stats right away. Maybe you just want to bunt through it though. Kind of depends on how close you are to getting the collection done, which we'll talk about in a second. But just imagine that we have all the positions lined out right there, and yeah, that's going to get you up to 54 points. So make sure that you do that after doing the moments. That's the definitive next thing that you do want to do. Then you go back into this. Now we're at 54. It says 100 out of 100, but just use your imagination and think that we're at 54 of 100. All right, it's not that goddamn hard. So now what you're gonna do, because you have all the inning missions done, if you didn't get the stats once, if you decided to bunt through, or if you just didn't get it done with, because I think you're only going to have Kyle Lewis, Fried, and Teoscar Hernandez at the time. I think that's up to 30. At that point, you're going to want to go into a conquest game with everything that you do have. Now, it would be nice if you had Karinchak already, because he has a nice little mission, a sexy little mission, if you will, that actually gets you a sweet fucking 5 points. Strike up 3 batters with Karinchak. I'm a beaster. Remember what it was. Not too hard. Again, versus the computer, I think you can manage. And then play innings with the Indians. Of course, it is record a save with Indians, so that's going to get you 5 points right there. If you can complete the collection, but you probably shouldn't, because you still have tons of more tops now, free packs that you're going to get. At that point, I just do another conquest game where you just want to tally-ho, really give it to them. You can still get the save with the Indians, and I kind of would recommend that, so just go into one of these. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to move to the next phase. We're going to move to the next phase, and a third time we're going to move to the next phase. And then I think, Christ, don't do the Tigers, because they have a big ballpark at Comerica. Camden Yards is probably where you want to go with. Yeah, so just play the Orioles on rookie difficulty here. Absolutely, Shalom, put in your monthly awards cards at that point and try and get the stats. It's going to depend on how you were after the first game, what you still need to do. For example, I think I hit 4 home runs with Teoscar Hernandez, so I had that all checked out. So at that point, I was trying to grind for more hits with the Reds, so that's why you see 3 Reds players that I have right there. So that is the next step, and that's going to get you however many points that you get from actually doing the stats. Depends on how much of an elite gamer barbarian. If you're like me, you fucking crushed it. You're probably already done. Well, not technically, because that's impossible. You have to do the collection, which is what I want to talk about here. Now, you're only going to get 20 out of the 35 cards that you're going to need. It's pretty weird. It says July and August monthly awards. Ramon, my eyesight is dwindling. I do agree. Like I said, being an elite gamer barbarian, I just sit in this chair and look at bright screens all day. My eyesight's that of Helen Keller at this point, for Christ's sakes. Not very good. Not there at all, almost, you could say, if you're going to directly compare it to Helen Keller. I don't know why they put that anyway. So you're going to get 20 out of 35 from actually doing that. You get 7 of the Player of the Month cards from this month, and then from the packs that you get in the program, you're going to get up to 20 to 35. Now, hopefully, if you're listening to me, like I said, you wanted to store up on some of these because we saw that collection. Oh, we knew what we were expecting. It didn't really shock us on surprise like Chris Hansen busting through the closet door when you're trying to serve up a 13-year-old a slice of pepperoni pie. You knew what was coming, so hopefully you guys were playing those moments and saving those cards, and if you did that, you're golden. That's all you really need to do. But if that is not the case, if that is not you, there is still a good amount of top style cards that you can get relatively cheap. You know, a lot of these, the early ones, are only going for about 5,000, which is more or less quick sale value. Is what it is. You need 15 more. I did store up. I think I had to buy like 3 or something. Not too bad. Not in too entirely indicative to my stub count. It is still quite big. So yeah, you do need 15 players. You are going to get some stubs back though. For example, there's a lot of collection tiers that you're going to get, some stubs back, which is going to be helpful. Hopefully you guys aren't completely broke at this time. If you guys have been watching the roster update predictions, we hit big on Goldschmidt. I made 1 million stubs just off of him going diamond yesterday alone. So that's a big thing. Always make sure and watch those. I think we only have like 2 more updates. So do me a favor, watch 2 more Gomes videos if you guys have not been. And you're also going to get some from the program as well. You're going to get some other packs, and from the moments you're going to get some shit as well. So there's not really a great way at doing that cheaply. It's going to cost you a few stubs, but trust me, in the long run it is going to be worth it because, well, you're also going to get Nick Castellanos right here after you complete all of these, which is a great card. Once again, they really buffed him where he needed to be, where he has gold defense and right, 61 speed, not ideal. Not horrible, but that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about for this one. Just give you guys a bit of a step, stepping stones. Just lie out the path. In a video game, if you're playing on journalist mode, this is probably what IGN does. They just have it mapped out where they want to walk. More or less what we're looking for here. That's what you guys are going to want to do for the August Player of the Month program to get yourself Fernando Tatis, not Natis Jr. Great card. Going to debut him later today alongside an entire POTM squadron. If that is right down your bowling alley, I know most are closed, but mine is wide open just like Kim Kardashian's legs. It's going to be in your sub box. It's coming in hot in relatively a couple hours, so make sure and check that one out. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. Let me know how your progress has been going for Tatis. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day today. Thank you, Yates.